I don't even know where to start with this one. First off, we had some wicked conditions off the west coast of the island on a spearfishing trip. I got my 5th Lingcod of the season. Next, I head up Point Roberts to look for a friend's drone and spent a day out in Harrison Lake with Aquatic Monkey. We found some treasures and I got to dive with a prehistoric beast, the Pacific Northwest at its finest, if you ask me. What do you see, man?
It's a doe, black-tailed doe.
The things we do to get to a dive spot. Just got to our spot for the day. It's really nice out. It's supposed to be really windy, like 30k winds. I don't see that right now. Wife and kids were gonna come, but they bailed because the forecast wasn't looking too promising. Gonna go around, look for rockfish for sure. Might see a lingcod. Gonna be on the mainland 2 weeks for work, in Bermuda for 2 weeks, back on the mainland for a week for work, and then I'm home. Yeah, I won't be home for 5 weeks. Last chance to dive here this summer, really. Working into September from there. So we're gonna gear up with everybody. We got 4 of us, Jordan, Matt, and Joseph, and myself. Should be really, really fun. Looking nice, eh?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it's looking good. And this is my setup. Check it out. There you go, I can film. And I can film spearfishing. But if I see a wolf eel, boom, and film. Bickerton put a 1/4 inch adapter on the gun for me, so I didn't have to tape an attachment on there, so very versatile. Thanks, man. If you're looking for a locally crafted spear gun, make sure to check out Bickerton Spear Guns. Brett's a wicked dude who does a lot for our oceans, and his guns are dope. Also, big thanks to Diving Sports who hooks me up with the rest of my gear. You guys are awesome too. I had heard the visibility had deteriorated since the last time I dove here, and although true, it was still pretty decent. The current was screaming though. No shortage of herring here. By the end of this edit, you'll be sick of them. I may have gone overboard with the footage, if that's possible. Some more fishing lures. Big shocker there. Watching kelp gets me fired up. As I'm sitting here editing this, I just want to be in the water. We found a little spot that was sheltered from current and a school of black rockfish chilling in 15 or so meters of water. So I loaded the gun. I love how selective spearfishing is. I don't see too many coppers at this spot, so I left this guy alone. That lingcod looked a little on the smaller side. This black rockfish was just right. No lost gear, no bycatch. Name a better way to source your seafood. I had the scuba diver hassling me on a bunch of my videos lately over spearfishing. I kept asking if he consumed seafood, but he wouldn't respond. My guess, he still angles or buys seafood from a grocery store and has zero clue on how that meal made it to his plate. To be honest, I'm not bothered when people try to give me grief. I'm an educator and I have zero issues with setting ignorant people straight, especially when their heart's in the right place and they're coming at me with a genuine concern for ocean's well-being. Like I always say, peace and love, even to the haters and the vegans. Like that one probably was legal. I'm like 95% sure, but I'm not 100% sure, so I shoot it. Not worth it. Another lure. I had a hunch who this one belonged to though. By the way, check out all the mussels and gooseneck barnacles on the rocks. So awesome. This kid seemed rather surprised to see his buzz bomb again. Funny thing is, I'm sure I'll see it again too on my next visit here. I wasn't lying when I said there would be loads of herring footage. It was tough work trimming down what I had to the best few moments. Greenling are tasty, but I have 6 in the freezer I need to consume before harvesting more. I was waiting patiently to see if any salmon were gonna come in for a quick meal, but no luck. Bad enough to find lines and lures everywhere, but packaging too? Come on guys, do better. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. I loaded up, did a real quick breathe up, and started hunting. I don't think that was the one. Ah, there we go. The shaft didn't fully penetrate. I made a longer shot with only one band really loaded. My heart was racing, to say the least. I got to the surface and secured my catch. Lucky me. The current had died off at this point, and we came across a large school of mature rockfish. I had already shot my one for the day and was just as happy to film around. It's this type of scenery that keeps me coming back. I feel like being a fish that gets speared in a school is like the equivalency of a human being crapped on in a crowd of people. Good luck? Yeah, right. This was cool. The herring and juvenile rockfish all mixed together. Probably my favorite clip of the day, which is saying something because this dive was off the hook, or should I say on point with the spear and all. There you go. Made it. That was a good time. In the water, really good time. A lot of herring. And so I think they were small little yellowtail rockfish schooling with herring. So you have like the golden colors from those little juvies and then the silver. Man, it was epic. I shot a rockfish right at the beginning. Small guy, like, you know, medium small. And then towards the end there, I kind of gave up. But I saw a big old ling. Loaded my gun. I turned my camera around, dove down, and I shot it. I'm pumped. Note to self, don't do long shots on Lingcod. I've made that mistake in the past. Luckily I stoned this guy and was able to retrieve him. If I didn't stone him, he might have buggered off because I definitely did a long shot and the shaft didn't penetrate all the way through, so I got lucky. Don't lose fish, Chris. Be smart. Don't make those decisions again. Anyways, no harm done because I got him. He must be pushing 75 centimeters, maybe even closer to 80. Big one. They're decent anyways, perfect eating size. The guys are hanging out in the water. Gonna get this fish and scale my rockfish because I cook them whole on the barbecue and then hit the road back to Nanaimo. I'm always a little bit curious as to what my dinner's been eating for dinner. Here's the stomach right there. And I cut it open and got something. My guess is herring, but you never know. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Let's see here. Looks like salmon of some sort. Not sure what type of salmon it's been eating. There we go. Oh yeah, this dude's been eating down salmon. That's awesome. Too bad we're not allowed to spear those. Yeah, it looks probably like coho, maybe a smaller spring. Well, I guess in some ways I'm going to be eating salmon tonight. This guy does not care. Feed a bird. The way out is always way tougher. I get probably 10 pounds of fish on me. My dive gear is wet. We spent 3.5 hours in the ocean. And we also hiked out here and drove out here at 7 a.m. Hour and a half drive or so. So the way back is always tougher. I'm also a bit dehydrated. Once I have some water, and a snack will feel good. I usually don't eat till I'm done diving, and it's pushing 2 o'clock now. Hey! Hey, girl! Hey! Oh, what's up, buddy? Hey, guys.
I misted you.
You misted me? I misted you too, buddy. Guess what I got, guys? Guess.
Octopus?
No.
Fish?
What type of fish?
Um,
It starts with a L. Hey, buddy.
Lingcod.
Yeah, we got a Lingcod. And I got some rockfish too. Here, baby. That one. Is that nice?
Yeah. What does the eye?
What are you guys on eyeballs? You want to touch the eye, buddy?
You can't touch your eye.
We gotta make sure we respect this fish. It gave its life for us. Say thank you, fishy.
Thank you, fishy.
It's pretty much today. Gonna wrap things up. Gonna fillet this fish. Probably vacuum seal some of it.
I want to eat fish.
Okay, we'll have fish tonight. We'll cook up one of the fillets. Jasmine will. Thank you, Jasmine.
You.
That was fun.
So
Thanks, Matt, for driving out with me.
You
The family was going to come, but the wind kind of put a damper on the plans for them to hang out at the beach. We'll be doing lots of these when I get back from Bermuda. I'm excited for Bermuda.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's looking green. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Just getting dressed. Perfect timing. Oh, yeah. You said 10 feet?
Well, at low tide it's 10 feet. Right now it's high tide, so it must be about 30 maybe.
30? Oh, okay. 20-foot swing, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too bad. Down in Point Roberts doing a bit of a mission. My buddy Alex, he's one of my patrons actually. Thanks, Alex. He lost his drone here in Point Roberts. And he's not positive where it is, but somewhere in this channel where a bunch of boats go by and the current is actually moving pretty fast. So I'm not overly hopeful, but if I find his drone, I'd be pumped. He's got one of those fly more packages and he gets one free replacement. So if we don't find it, then he still gets a free one. But if he loses it again, then he's out of luck. So gonna gear up on this hot day, get my 3.5 mil suit. He's gonna put around in his boat, ensuring I don't get struck by other passing boats. It's a little bit sketchy, but just gotta take our time and safety first. Before I start, I just want you to know that I was unsuccessful in finding the drone, which was a bummer as I was really hoping to get it back to Alex. I'll probably try again on a low tide in the winter when the viz improves and the boat traffic is reduced. I did want to take this opportunity to thank all my patrons, both past and present, for all your generous contributions. I'm pretty absent on my Patreon account. I hate their app and I struggle to find time to manage my YouTube, let alone other forms of social media. But people are still helping me out regardless. It means a lot. Thanks everyone. To all my loyal subscribers too. Alex took me out to the shoal off Lily Point, but the visibility was a write-off. Still nice to get out there though, but a dive for another day. It is bright and early. It's actually not that bad. It's 9 o'clock right now. Meeting up with Clayton out in his territory. Aquatic Monkey here in Harrison. Gonna be diving in a river. Harrison Lake. No, it's a lake. Gonna be diving in a lake, crystal clear, shallow lake. We're looking for treasure, things that people dropped off the paddle boards. Probably find some trash and maybe some old bottles. He's found some really cool old bottles here before. I got work in Hope for the next 4 days, so figured, hey, might as well explore his neck of the woods. He always comes to me, so I think it's only fair that I visit him in his territory. I'm not sure where he's at. He should be here any minute though, and get in the water.
Good morning.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Are you shaved?
Yeah, feeling a little less homeless.
Nice. Is this where our favorite movie was filmed?
Yeah, the super awesome movie that was not awesome.
What, Buddy Games 2 or something?
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that movie, you gotta watch it. Thank me after.
The first mountain you see there is just an island. This lake is about 60 kilometers long, so it's actually quite a big lake. And in the first part of the lake, it's actually shallow, only about 20 feet deep. So at the far end of the lake, though, it's closer to 900 feet deep.
Whoa, 60 kilometers and 900 feet deep. That's crazy. What's the tide doing today?
This lake isn't exactly tidal, but it's very seasonal. It goes up and down close to 20 feet a year.
And the current? Are we gonna have much current?
Close to the mouth of the river, there's a touch.
I was only joking, but
not much at all.
you got an answer for me, man.
Yeah, it's the wind that usually gets most people.
So we got our plan of motion. I'm gonna put my camera gear away so it doesn't get stolen on shore. We're gonna get in the water and look around for some stuff. I forgot to mention that Zach had joined us as well. He was a cool dude to have tag along. Despite Harrison often having clear water, I managed to hit it up on the worst day of the year and possibly decade, according to Clayton. At first, I thought the dive was a write-off. I was actually in the process of taking a leak when I saw this massive fin out of the corner of my eye. I frantically pulled up my wetsuit and fumbled around with my camera that was tangled up in my catch bag, hoping this sturgeon wouldn't spook off and swim away. Thankfully, it didn't seem bothered by me, and I was able to calmly swim up to it and capture some awesome footage. This was my first sturgeon encounter, so I was pretty excited to say the least. It's a little hard to estimate the size, but I'm a little under 6 feet tall, and this one was a solid foot or so taller than me. I'm thinking between 6.5 and 7 feet long. It's the largest fish I've swam with in Canadian waters, and an experience I won't forget. That was awesome. That was pretty fun. Good and bad luck. Bad luck, the visibility was really crappy. Clayton has never seen it this bad.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Worse this year for sure.
Yeah, so I didn't get very lucky there, but I did get lucky in seeing my first sturgeon. That's been on my bucket list since I started diving, for that matter. And it was a big guy too. It's super friendly. Let me get close to it. I was following it for quite a while, then it went deep and the visibility was bad, so Kind of lost it after, I don't know, 2 minutes, but that was awesome. That was cool. No old bottles, no real modern treasures like phones or drones.
Got a pager.
Yeah, pager. I wouldn't call that modern though. That's like BlackBerry's first pager. The thing's a relic. Might be worth some money. I'm just joking. Yeah, that's cool, but I think we might check out a waterfall. Gonna grab some grub right now. I'm hungry. Clayton just took me to this waterfall. It's super romantic. Romantic. Look at that thing though, that's gorgeous. I don't think we're gonna dive it, but man, that is awesome. I don't take advantage of this side of what we have to see very often. You sure you can't dive it?
Yeah, that's
Not too shallow. Turns out we're gonna go for a second dive. We're here at this beautiful lake. I think we're still at Harrison Lake.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went up some logging road. There's a lot of logging history here, so we might find some stuff. And we're gonna swim to a spot where we can search for fossils. I'm not gonna bring this camera with me. I'll just have my Insta360 and a housing, but it should get some good footage. Look how beautiful this is. It's like 1:30 right now and it's super sunny and hot. What do you say, man?
Should be good.
Yeah.
Barbed hook in freshwater? Seems legit. The structure here was pretty cool, but compared to the ocean, it seems rather lifeless. A reverse Google search told me that these are called red-sided shiners. Feel free to let me know if I'm wrong. Besides the sturgeon and one whitefish, these were the only other fish I saw on our outing. Shout out to Clayton for bringing me out here. The day was freaking awesome. I found one pair of shades. Unfortunately, they were unsalvageable. Clayton found a dive mask. Apparently, we weren't the first to explore this area. I also found my first gun.
I may have gotten a clip of the day with the sturgeon, but Clayton's got one of the days. He's got this old axe. That thing's dope. Look at that thing. That's 8 shit. And you get this old puller from the logging industry. I'll show up in better detail when we're out of the water, but good finds, man.
This cassette player will pair up great with the pager.
That thing's a relic.
Clayton had mixed up spots, so unfortunately, we couldn't search for fossils, but we did do a small cleanup.
That's the fun of the day. It's pretty cool. There we go, an old mid puller mover thing. Unfortunately, it's rusted to smithereens, kind of broke, but still a really nice find. Thanks to everybody on YouTube, by the way. I call this a raspberry. It's a thimbleberry. Very good. Very nutritious too. And there's a bunch here. Well, that was a good time, like always. A lot of exercise, a lot of swimming around. I didn't really find anything of note. A couple of figurines, a paddle. I found a pair of sunglasses that were beyond garbage. Clayton, I showed everyone in the water, but that was his find of the day, that axe. Probably, I don't know, we have no idea the age.
No idea, but let's see if it breaks on the way home.
Yeah.
It's just filthy, so I don't want to put it inside the Jeep, so.
Fingers crossed it doesn't. Either way, man, that's a cool keepsake.
Yeah.
Let's pretend it's over 100 years old. No idea. But yeah, salvage today. We were kind of scared at the beginning there when the visibility was bad, but sturgeon was awesome. The axe and that little pivot thing that Clayton found too made up for it for sure. Plus, no better way to spend a summer day. Okay, to work tomorrow. Peace, love, everybody.